Information on nutrition, got information on all the signs at the back, basically smoking. We've got some other things like from Diabetes Australia about the tape measure around the stomach. It gives you a gauge.
All the stuff's in our medical centre bag.
Where we're at, you know what I mean? So that's the sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's all the stuff.
Which one's that diabetes one?
There's all the information, all the stuff.
Diabetes one.
Well, I think the Aboriginal men have been ignored for too long, you know.
See, we're an identity living in another world too, and we've got to stand up to that and live in this different world. But we've got to keep our own identity and basics. We've still got to live in a different world.
We talked about what affects Aboriginal men's health. We know that Aboriginal men die a lot younger than non-Aboriginal people. The biggest killer we got is the diabetes. We said that we need to look at the signs. If we got a pain in the chest, then there's something wrong. We got to have a look at that, see if we can do something. If we go to the toilet 3 or 4 times a night, well, something's wrong there, so we need to check that out. The boys were concerned about the money part of it. The specialists are a bit too expensive for a lot of lads, and so it was a suggestion that they go to the local AMS and get referred to a specialist that actually bulk bills, then that'll drop the costing.
And it's our diet too, like getting the whole family into the routine of eating healthy. It's not just, us have a feed, but make it filter through the whole family so that the whole family's healthy. And another thing else we were talking about was, we'd like to stay healthy to see our grandkids grow up. A lot of us are good grannies. And we want to be around when they get a bit older, So that was important to our group.
Like I just said, I reckon they're all thinking about what was said up there today. And there was a lot said, about things that they haven't thought about,
I think the average age for an Aboriginal man is about 45 years of age, so that's very frightening in terms of I'm only 10 years away from that. So now, getting out of the professional side of things, I've got to stay healthy, making sure that my blood levels, my sugar levels and everything else that comes about being a young Aboriginal man is correct, and we touched on a few of those issues today. So it's very important to have so many diverse people in the community to be able to get out and speak about what problems they've had or what problems they've confronted, or within their families, to be able to get across and say, well, this is how you need to go about it. And very positive today, and now we've actually got to do the summary and chase it up and making sure that it just wasn't a whole heap of talk. It's about putting it all into action and making sure that we do have a plan. We planned our work, now we've got to work our plan, and I think it's very important.
The day was put together, just a group of men. All of us are meeting up for the same reason, concerns about our health and the health of everybody else in the wider community, and just to get out of put ourselves into an area where we feel, we're alone, we can talk about it and share with everyone else, and everybody sort of felt like they can open up and just, express issues that they had. And
if only our kids could have seen us today. 100 plus Aboriginal men up on a hill on an island in the harbour, all together for men's health and well-being of our people and our communities. Only our kids could have seen us today.
Yeah, it was a good day today, all the brother boys getting together. I was real proud of how everyone organised things, and it was a good day, and they just talked about men's health and how we have to be strong and come together and talk about issues. And yeah, that's about it, brother.
Look, I'm just amazed about today because what I noticed is that as a non-Aboriginal person, I'm actually inspired by something that's happening with Aboriginal people, where I sense that there can be a healing that can be learnt from the Aboriginal people that can be transferred over to the non-Aboriginal community. And that's exciting. There's some very powerful men today, and they're all amazing.
Makan bi macanara, makan bi macanara, jelen jele vele jelen jele, jelen jele vele jelen jele. Makan bi macanara, makan bi macanara, jelen jele vele jelen jele, jelen jele vele jelen jele. Hey yondo yondo minya makan.